All right. So we're back with 5 must-have tools from Harbor Freight. And remember, if you like this content, please subscribe as it helps the channel grow. So these are my 5 picks of must-haves from Harbor Freight. The first up is their punch and chisel set. For the price, you can't beat it. And I have excessively used the chisel and the punches and haven't had any issue. Some of the longer ones on the punches kind of bend. But other than that, can't beat it for the price. The reason why I wanted to showcase these is because I'm also showcasing their axle nut sockets. You get a full kit. It's a very affordable kit that will cover a wide variety of axle nut sockets. So you can take off just about any axle that you need to. The reason why these go hand in hand is because I use their punches after I take the axle nut off. This usually has a dimple inside the shaft, so I slide that in there and just beat it so I don't damage the threads on the CV axle, especially if I'm doing front end work and I'm not replacing the CV. So definitely get you a set of them, well worth the money, along with the CV axle nut sockets. Have not broke one of these yet. The only socket that I had broke this impact from Harbor Freight is out of that big kit that you get for the half-inch drive. And it ended up being my 27 millimeter socket. You see I split it down the side, taking a crankshaft bolt out. The next up is going to be their 3/8 drive, deep well and shallow sockets. You can get them for about 25 to 30 bucks if you get them on sale for both sets. You can see here I have replaced some of them with some Craftsman and Snap-on in there. And that's the whole, plan in the long run. If I break one, I'll replace it with Matco or Snap-on. However, I've had this set for 6 months now. The 10 millimeter obviously gets excessively used. I have not broke one yet. And I do this stuff on a daily. It's what I do for a living. This set is amazing. I use them on the old Milwaukee Impact, 3/8 drive Impact. Haven't had an issue yet. Haven't stripped a bolt or rounded a bolt using these sockets. Highly recommend them. They're also lifetime warranty. You can tell which sockets get used the most. Last but not least, between the flashlights that they have that are rechargeable, I have 2 different upgrades or kind. These are rechargeable. They last me about a day on a full charge. Have 3 light settings on them. And this one has the head that will move, that will adjust the diameter of the light. And this one also has 3 light settings. I've had this one for a while. Definitely worth it for the price. Kind of my go-to now. I can drop them, throw them, whatever, and they still work. The Icon Flexhead 3/8 drive ratchet for about 50 bucks. Lifetime warranty. This thing gets used just as much as my Matco ratchet does. My Matco cost me about almost $200 when I bought it. Had the head replaced once already and the locking mechanism. But you can tell they both get used equally. And you know what? I have no complaints on this. Haven't had to warranty it out. And you can definitely tell I try to keep my tools clean, but it gets excessively used. And I've had it for about 6, 7 months now. Definitely. I've had the Pittsburgh Pro flex head ratchet. Broke the head on it a couple times. Decided that wasn't the way to go. Waited a while. The Icon one came out, and I got it. Of course, I've had this one for almost 3 years now, 2 or 3 years. And it's always good to have the backup ratchet. But that is my 5 must-have tools from Harbor Freight. Buy them. You won't regret them. They're a nice addition to the toolbox. Like I said, the punches and the CV axle nuts are kind of a no-brainer. They go hand in hand. And you really cannot beat the price of their sockets. Also, their socket rails. Remember, if you like the content, subscribe. Thank you for watching.